Hey, you're right on time. I want to show you one of the fastest growing threats currently plaguing the internet, drive-by downloads. Drive-by downloads are unauthorized programs that automatically download and install onto your computer without your permission or interaction. No one should be able to install anything onto your computer without your say-so, but software security vulnerabilities can allow an attacker to force programs onto your PC. In the worst case, if you merely visit the attacker's site or click the HTML email they sent you, bam, your computer's riddled with malware. But what does a drive-by download actually do? How bad can it really be? To find out, I visited a live infected site using the standard Windows XP Service Pack 2 machine. I'll show you what it did to my test computer, which, by the way, did not have the latest security patches, so you'll see what happens when you fall behind. At the end, I'll share some tips on how to defend against this threat. First, standard disclaimers apply. Don't try this at home, or even at work. Visiting live malware sites can be extremely hazardous to your PC's health. Rather than messing with malicious code yourself, let me be your computer stuntman. The infected site I'm visiting is a legitimate e-commerce site. Drive-by downloads can reside on obviously malicious sites, but sometimes attackers put malicious codes in ads on legit sites. But enough with this intro. Let's get infected. Here we go. Bam! Did you see that? Neither did I. The page loaded normally. That's the scary part, because the drive-by download has already happened. Some attacks tip you off by crashing stuff. Other times, nothing visible happens. In this case, the malware loads stealthily, but then makes itself obvious. Here, I'll minimize my browser and show you. My desktop's wallpaper has changed to a message claiming I have a spyware infection. I also have a new icon in my system tray, and it also warns about spyware by popping up a message. If I click that message, a mysterious application called Spy Sheriff pops up. Guess what? I never installed Spy Sheriff. Attackers commonly install malware that masquerades as security software, hoping you'll pay their activation fee. If you do, the fake software doesn't clean up its own mess. It's kind of like I rob you, I run away, then I run back up to you and I shout, "You've been robbed! Pay me and I'll tell you who did it." Here are some other visual clues that a drive-by has hit your machine. Those are some obvious signs of infection. Now let's see what happened to my PC behind the scenes. Using a packet sniffer, I can see the HTML code the e-commerce site sent my browser. Most of it was what you'd expect. However, code buried away in a hidden frame redirected my browser to a different, unexpected URL. This tells my computer to go to that website and load its HTML code. Checking my packet sniffer's results, I see that's exactly what happened. Here's the HTML code of that site's response. These few lines of HTML code are how the malicious web page forced my computer to receive a drive-by download. These lines show where the web page tried to exploit a recent Windows metafile image buffer overflow flaw and a recent Windows help system flaw. The download of an executable file named loaderadv493.exe succeeded. But that's just table stakes. Once an attacker gets his malicious program onto your computer, he typically leverages it to install all kinds of malicious junk. They generally use a loader program, which drives your computer to more sites to download more malware. Using a statistics feature in my packet sniffer, I can list all the websites my browser visited, and specific requests it made. This shows me every file my computer downloaded from any website, including files the loader application forced my computer to download. Check out how much stuff happened. These are executable and other malicious files that were shoved down my computer's throat. And here are just some of the domains the loader program instantly sent my computer to. The drive-by download not only installed its malicious application, it also started a chain reaction that made my PC bounce all over the internet, downloading malicious applications. As you saw, this all happened instantly, without any visible clue. What do these apps do? They're all pretty bad. For instance, drsmartload.exe is a downloader Trojan which will download, install, and run new software without notifying the user it's doing so. WinSysBan is a Trojan which communicates with websites and creates registry run keys for malware. mm.exe is a backdoor, and ef.exe gathers email addresses to send spam to. You can Google on the specific names of the others to find out what they do. Let's recap. My browser landed on a corrupted website. With no interaction from me, a tool downloaded and installed, then forced my computer to make connections all over the internet, downloading malware applications. The applications took over my PC and did several things. Open backdoor access for the attacker, install Trojans to deliver ads and more malware, and turn my computer into a spam relay. So at this point, my test machine is spamming the world with several email messages that I, the user, do not see or even know about. But using the results of my packet sniff, I can reassemble the message my computer was spamming out. Let's see what my machine was telling the world. Oh great. This is just one of the several obnoxious emails going out, with my IP address as the source. Good thing I killed it immediately. How much garbage did the drive-by cram onto my computer? To find out, I ran 3 different virus and anti-spyware programs. Lavasoft's adware found 35 malware objects, mostly registry keys and values that had been maliciously altered or inserted without my permission. Webroot's Spybot Search and Destroy found 77 malware objects. Some of these did overlap with adware's findings, but still, 77 objects? A great free antivirus package, AVG, found 89 infected objects. There's no point in showing you all the files, but for example, look at how much AVG found in Trojans alone. My test PC is now a cesspool of computer disease. Even with great spyware and virus cleaning software, to fully recover this PC I'm going to have to reformat its drive and wipe it clean. But let's suppose this was not a test computer. This attack could have just as easily installed a keylogger. Then I'd have to worry about all the sensitive information the attacker could have compromised. And, in some states, I might be legally obligated to report this incident to my customers. What a world of hurt. How'd you make sure this never happens to you? I'm glad you asked. Here are some layers of defense against drive-by downloads. Apply all operating system and web browser patches as soon as possible. In my test, I hadn't fully updated Windows or Internet Explorer. To get onto my machine in the first place, the drive-by download used tricks that wouldn't have worked against the latest Microsoft patches. In my test, I left my web browser at its medium security setting. I recommend you set your web browser at a higher security setting and disable active scripting. If a few sites stop working and you really need them, just add them to your browser's whitelist. Most WatchGuard Firebox models have HTTP and SMTP proxies. They allow you to block many dangerous files at your gateway, so be sure to use them, both inbound and outbound. If my Firebox had blocked these files, even assuming the loader program in this example had gotten onto my computer, outbound proxying would have prevented my computer from making all the subsequent malicious downloads. Finally, in the duh category, Be sure to use antivirus and anti-spyware software. Also, make sure to keep it up to date. But you didn't need me to tell you that, did you? Just like a drive-by attack in real life, a drive-by download can come out of nowhere and clobber you fast. But now that you're armed with knowledge and a firewall that offers true zero-day protection, you have everything you need to put your defenses in place. The rest is up to you. Wait! Before you leave, this is the first ever malware analysis Cubecast from WatchGuard's live security service. Would you like to see more of them? You won't, unless you tell us you want it. If you'd like to see more videos showing you how rootkits or botnets or keyloggers work, just ask. Email us at your.opinion.matters@watchguard.com. Just put Cubecast in the subject. This is Corey from Live Security's World Headquarters saying, problem solved. Let's get infected!